Very good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to tonight's isolation session. Usual format, going over the various pairs, looking for where we are in the market maker's pattern, identifying opportunities. Before I do that, trading is risky. Here's your risk warning. Trading is risky. Have no illusions about that. In particular, margin-based products, inherently high risk due to leverage. These signals, you are not getting any protection as a retail trader from being able to complain to the ombudsman or the compensation services scheme. The main reason being is you need to understand they're not a personal recommendation to you. Synergy hasn't gone out of its way to have a fact find, a financial assessment of yourself to see if you can afford to trade these type of products. Therefore, it's not a personal recommendation and therefore a not recognized regulated activity. However, in order to send these things to you, you must be regulated. So there you go. Right, let's start. Annoying loss on Friday. Thinking back, it haunted me because of all of the discipline you need in trading, to be breaking that sort of discipline required, which I obviously did. You know, I held my nerve quite a lot of the way through the week. But then we got to Friday and it was the beginning of the month and it was a Friday and they're just toxic. And I shouldn't have sent that trade in hindsight, but you live, you learn, you move forward. So let's start. I did have a couple of shots open today and they didn't play out. They didn't trigger. So we didn't get triggered into them. But if I have a look at where we're starting, AUD USD, very close to completing that harmonic move. Seriously close at the moment. You could say that is done, making lower lows and lower highs in level 2 consolidation, but ultimately we're making lower lows and lower highs, setting up level 3 drop, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So this is seriously one that we have to take serious in terms of trying to get in. We've completed 3 weeks of rise and we're just peeling back, creating a higher low. I want to see this low taken out really before it starts to get juicy again. And we'll see how that materializes. But what you can see is a change and a break. And this should have been some sort of an entry. Or typically my entry would have been this break and then the change here, this rush candle. And we would still be in that trade at the minute. It would have given us the classic old 15 pips and retrace back up a little bit. So yeah, got to bear in mind we can recognize what's happening. Let's delete that. We can recognize what's going on. This high wasn't a clean break. It's ultimately testing this. So we're looking at this push, broke that high. This will be a point of reference, but we need to set the high for the week. The high's been set on the Sunday night. We need to see it set high for the week. Pass for now. Gold, bonkers. Went all the way up here, bonkers. You can see the A, B, C, D. Bear in mind, we did get in long here, and it's long gone. Whoever still got a hold of that, brilliant, well done. But we're at the top of the range now, as you can see by that huge candle lower. I mean, change, break. We haven't had the retest yet. It's a pass. Euro entered Dean, been a bit of a pig, really, but we have tried to get in. We did secure our 15, but the thing fell away. But we have completed this harmonic pattern. It does appear that potentially we could be doing another ABCD down at the 800, and that will still be the lows of level 2 consolidation. Now, this was one that I was close to sending, but never gave me what I wanted to see. So if you don't get what you want to see, you can't really justify trading it. Right, what did I see? So I knew that we'd completed the pattern on the way up, and I knew we had level 1 and level 2, and the rest were lower lows and lower highs. I also understand that the previous peak is like a magnet for price. Market makers have tried to confuse people here. There are 3 pushes in a level. This is a level. Now, 1, 2, 3. Or is this a level in itself here? 1, 2, 3. And this becomes 1. 1, 2, 3. This becomes 2. Would make sense for it to extend lower. I don't like these lower highs. Just looks like compression to me. But it did show itself. It did show itself. It's like a It's like I'm a fish, and that was a lure in the lake, specifically for me. So what we did have going on was a push 1, push 2, and we're expecting a push 3. So if we zoom in to this particular bit of noise here, you can see we took it out, this area. You can see here that lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high, higher low. So this would be 1, this would be 2, and it would be a close above 3, come back, retest, break the high. But that would be my entry. Waiting on Euro AUD for an ABCD to complete, to send out. Let me see, it looks like it may have completed. Bear in mind, these ones move like hell. Is it doing anything to justify looking at? Nearly, but not yet. Pass. Middle of level 2. Euro CHF, lows of, well, peak formation low, double bottom, level 1, level 2. Pass. GBP USD. GBP USD at the 800, chilling, completed 3 weeks of rise. And we've got a 1, 2. This was your long here. That would have been a beautiful entry. Yeah, really nice. Level 1 consolidation, expecting higher prices. USD JPY, I was tempted by this thing, really tempted to send it. Would it have played out? It would have given about 10 pips and would have been in drawdown now by about 8. It wasn't quite ready for me now. I'll talk about the contention in the trade and what I also saw as the opportunity for the trade. So the opportunity is anchored in the fact that if you look at this chart on the long-term time frame, you can see that there are different sections to it. So first up, from the lows, you can see a real abstract looking level 1, level 2, and a huge peak. This is correct. So we created a high up here. Now this is a peak. And when you hit the top of a peak, prices pulled back. And notice the harmonic wave behaved on the yellow, behaved on the yellow. Now, it wouldn't be a stretch of the imagination to envisage something similar going on again. So we know that that's a potentiality. We also know that, if I can get a bit closer, we also know that we have started to break down price, and price has broken down quite nicely, really. Now, if this didn't have 3 weeks of drop already complete, then I would be all over this like a rash. But because it has completed 3 weeks of drop, I understand that that's not going to give us much more. Now, we're very close to the 800. We're very close to doing an A, B, C, D pattern. May still play out. But what I really like about it is this was a low that controls the upside here. You know, low, high, higher low, didn't break the high. But this low did break this high. So this is an important low. If we just show you that this spike here created the first drop, right? That's quite easy to understand. That's like the first clear break. Clear, no questions. That's a break of structure, right? No doubts, no questions, no doubts. I just want to delete this Gartley because it's annoying. And then, okay, keep drawing it then. And then we've got this move down here, but this wasn't the break. This is the break. This is a break of structure here, clear break. This wasn't. This is a break of structure, retest, expecting lower prices. We come in again. We've now got a really nice Gartley setup here. X, A, B, C, D. It is a sell. I would be looking for a retest of that high, and I will be sending this, so do expect it. Looks like a great setup. And it's one that I've stalked quite a bit. Stalked quite a bit, and it looks to me as if just a screen. Yeah, I'm going to be quite serious about getting in with this one. It looks beautiful. USD CHF making that turn eventually. Obviously, we've spoken about this. This is a Gartley pattern, long, and rather than being AB equals CD, the CD leg is a variation of AB, probably 127%. Let's not get too carried away. We'll wait. NZD, USD has completed the harmonic move. Harmonic move. Is this a Gartley to give us a rally? 1, 2, peak, 1. It's not. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Ultimately, this could all be a level 2 trend. This could all be level 2 drop, like AUD USD. It's difficult to be so sure, but we have traded off the previous low. This is the only difference. So we shall see. But we definitely completed 3 weeks of rise. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, and we completed some Gartley thing. Anyway, pass. AD, JPY pass, it's a peak, Euro CAD. Look at the harmonic thing working again. Harmonic, pull back, waiting for price to stabilize at the 200 targeted entry. USD, USD CAD. Now this one's a bit of a beast as well. Gartley off the middle of the range, level 2 consolidation, expecting higher prices, level 1, level 2. See how we go. CHF JPY, not really touching this as the peak pass. AD NZD, ABCD pattern, pretty much complete. Do I want to send it? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. It'll be a counter trend long. The trend is short, but we've completed an ABCD. Expect a bit of a retrace. CAD JPY, I'm definitely going to pass on that. And there you have it. So yeah, we'll try and get some trades out. They must be worth it though. Can't just send willy-nilly stuff. But yeah, I wish you all the best. Reach out if you have any issues. Thank you.